Hey everyone, in this video we'll be covering devastating your enemies with Mars, the planetary spirit. And this is I don't often directly use Mars for curse work if I have either clients or people in my own life that are kind of getting testy and it's not a good situation where they're trying to either throw me off track or whatever their damage is, either physical, which is not as rare as people think, or emotional or whatever, if they're trying to project or trying to curse me. I use other spirits, the Cliffoth, the fallen angels, in my own way of viewing them. Some demons, the jinn I use primarily in the Greeks, some Egyptian stuff, but Mars can amplify the situation, sort of rebound their negativity. And he primarily flips your enemy's life into a very chaotic world where they cannot easily feel happy. They're made to reflect deeply on their negative actions and thoughts, basically their damage onto others, and it rebounds onto them. They're guided into a life crisis in proportion to how much they have damaged others over the years or months or whatever, and their damage to others is rebounded into them physically, mentally, and emotionally, and they are brought into kind of, not life destruction, it depends on what they've done to others. But when I've used Mars indirectly through sort of Rahuel, Nemamia, the angels, the damage has been kind of obvious through online stuff or whatever else, what other mediums that people are trying to slander me, hurt me, whatever else. And this might be like almost sketchy territory, like how do you know that they're suffering? You can tell their voice online is negative. You see them in person, they don't feel well. It's not a good situation for them, and they'll like communicate to others in proportion to how severe the ritual is. I've done this on behalf of some clients, and they've reported good results, and that's an indirect and sort of private thing because it's a really intense experience to go through curse work, even indirectly, because the Cliffoth, the angel form of it, really hammered this in. The demons, sort of, not even Lucifuge, but Gaap, Fjord, a goddess, Vasago, they can really guide people into really horrendous situations if they've been damaging others. And Mars can be amplified by the other planetary spirit, Jupiter. Mars kind of does the foundational work where their life is sort of going down, or they feel emotionally horrible and everything is getting kind of intense. And then Jupiter kind of enhances everything, increases the damage, sort of whatever that Mars has implanted. And it's very interesting how that goes down, because you can see that you can kind of feel it intuitively that their lives are just like a wreck, or they're way more negative now, or they're expressing it, kind of pissing people off. But Mars and Jupiter, in that combination with even like Neptune to confuse the hell out of them, and Uranus can give you the understanding of how they're really doing. Like, are they just, a facade? Are they just bullshitting themselves? And I primarily use Jupiter and Mars for positive means, like life exploration, understanding yourself better, Mars, and Jupiter for wealth and expanding situations, projects. But for curse work and devastating your enemies, Mars is definitely a very strong spirit, almost like emergency kind of support. You only use Mars when it's a really serious situation. But this has been a pretty simple video, and if you want to learn more about the planetary spirits and other spirits, please check out the links below. Possibly talk about a custom ritual if that's of any interest to you. But yeah, devastating your enemies with Mars is a pretty significant thing, especially coupled with demons, angels. The jinn work with people selectively, and I'm thankful to work with them personally myself. And yeah, reach out if you have any other questions, or check out the links below, and please have the spirits guide you to where you need to be. Thank you.